Hey everybody! It wasn't too long ago that we were only getting about one solid Christian movie released in theaters a year, and the rest were direct to DVD. And they were typically okay.
You better shut up or they're gonna make another Christian horse movie.
Now, primarily because of the success of the Kendrick Brothers, Kingdom Story Company, and Angel Studios, we're seeing a lot more movies and shows being released every year. So to inform you, here's a list of Christian movies coming out this year. Also, take note that release dates are a moving target, especially since the pandemic in 2020, as well as the writer and actor strikes in 23. So please check listings to see if something changes down the road. I'll also share links to trailers, if they exist, in the description. First off, we have a movie called Sight from Angel Studios. It is opening on Memorial Day weekend, May 24th. Sight is a story based on the life of Dr. Ming Wang, a highly decorated and renowned eye surgeon. Like another Angel Studios release, Sound of Freedom, this is a film that was previously going to be released by Universal Studios last year and didn't happen. Next is another movie from Angel Studios called Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot, and it is opening on July 4th. This is also based on a true story of an East Texas community that through the foster system, several families adopted 77 children. One notable name involved is Letitia Wright, who you may know as Shuri, the current Black Panther in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. One of the stars is Elizabeth Mitchell, who's been in some great shows and movies, like a reboot of the sci-fi show V and the movie Frequency, which is a very underrated film that I may review one day. On July 24th through 28th comes a movie called Disciples in the Moonlight. This fictional story imagines a world where the Bible is outlawed and Christians are on the run from the authorities. On a serious note, it's not imaginary in some countries. This movie is directed and stars Brett Varvel and is made from Pinnacle Peak and House of Grace Studios. Next up is a movie called The Firing Squad. This movie is from Epoch Films and it is being released on August 2nd. It stars Kevin Sorbo and Cuba Gooding Jr. Based on a true story about three Christians who are faced with execution in a third world country, I don't know much more about this film.
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
The creators of Facing the Giants and Fireproof, the Kendrick Brothers, are back in cinemas on August 23rd. Their last movie was called Lifemark, and this movie is called The Forge. This is from Affirm Films, a Sony company. The Forge is a fictional story about a nameless young man who learns responsibility from God and other influences like family and men.
And then? No, that's it.
This movie reminds me a lot of War Room and Overcomer, not just because it's from the same team of directors and writers, but because by the names used in the trailer, this appears to be a sequel to War Room, so the KB Cinematic Universe. This next movie is by the Kingdom Story Company with a film titled The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. The current release date is November 8th. Not a lot of details are out about this movie, but apparently this is based off the 1972 book by Barbara Robinson about 6 misfit kids who star in a Christmas pageant. This film was directed by Dallas Jenkins, director of the Chosen series. It also stars Judy Greer, Pete Holmes, and Lauren Graham. Bonhoeffer is another movie from Angel Studios currently scheduled for November 22nd. This movie tells the story of Dietrich Bonhoeffer, who by the book written by Eric Metaxas was a pastor, martyr, prophet, and spy. It's been years since I've read the book, so hopefully I will have time to read it again, and there was a TV movie about Bonhoeffer released in the year 2000. One of my ideas is to do a comparison video between the two movies, but we'll see. Next on the list we have Homestead. This movie is from Angel Studios, coming out on December 20th. Directed by Ben Smallbone, who is the brother of Luke and Joel Smallbone from the band For King and Country, and starring Neil McDonough. This movie is based off of a book called Black Autumn. It is summarized as an intense post-apocalyptic family survival drama, which is a lot to say, and that's enough for me to say right now. Another movie that I'm going to bring up is a movie called Under the Surface. It currently does not have a release date, as I believe it's seeking distribution. Under the Surface is a movie that follows Hope, a 15-year-old girl who is kidnapped, and it shows her go through a journey of trauma, healing, and redemption. This is a movie I'm really looking forward to watching. Following the release of Sound of Freedom, I can say my life has been changed and challenged by being made more aware of the horrors of human trafficking, but also encouraged by the efforts of organizations bringing awareness and the hope found in Jesus Christ. This year has quite a lineup of Christian movies, but the one that excites me the most is Bonhoeffer. It's the story I know the most about, and I believe it will make for a very compelling movie. I will likely be going to watch a few of these with my friends and family this year, at least if I can drag them there. So now I'll ask you the question that I answered. Which one of these movies interests you the most, and why? That's all I've got for now. Thank you for watching, and God bless.